and here encounters some more roaches. Easily deals with them, whereas the Zerg player is once again trying to drop the main base of his opponent. And well, Mondragon may have overdone it a little bit. Taking out the Nexus, of course, was a nice move, but in the end there are not too many mineral patches left, so I'm not quite sure if it was really worth it losing that many roaches in order to kill that Nexus. We have Broodlords being morphed after the Greater Spire upgrade has been finished, and here comes ToD just moving in with his army, annihilating all those Overlords, and he's moving in, killing the natural expansion of his opponent, killing a lot of drones as well. Right now, Mondragon is losing some of his workers, which might actually not be the worst thing, as he didn't kill any of the drones himself, and like that, he will be able to build up a large army. He's still on 4,000 minerals and 1,000 gas, but now his main base is under attack, and he's not really defending against it. So here are all the units from ToD streaming into the main base of Mondragon. ToD should definitely research Blink, but he's busy just attacking Mondragon, killing off all those production buildings, all those tech buildings of his opponent, killing the hive as well as the drones of his enemy. And in the main base of the Protoss player, Mondragon is wreaking havoc, attacking everything in his path, and actually annihilating a lot of these buildings. But ToD still has a quite decent economy with harvesting from 2 bases. He's on 195 supply, and right now he is in really good shape. Whereas Mondragon lost his whole base, he lost his expansion, he lost his main base, and ToD is on the move, walking towards the 3rd base of his opponent and annihilating the last few units in his own main base. But ToD researching now his Blink and researching the +3 attack upgrade is adding more photon cannons in his base. And now here comes Mondragon. Here comes Mondragon's biggest problem. Sorry, ToD of course is walking into the 3rd base of his opponent, annihilating that spine crawler, killing all those drones, and the Zerg player with a lot of trouble. He's on a 58 army supply against 139. The worker supply is on 50 against 60. Mondragon lost quite a lot, but he has still 2,500 minerals and 2,800 gas. Has still a lot of spine crawlers, really a lot of spine crawlers, and still has all those Broodlords. Still has all those Broodlords that he morphed earlier on. He didn't use them so far. He just retreated to one of his bases, which is the smart thing to do. And now 3 hatcheries are being built, 2 hatcheries and 1 spawning pool are being built by Mondragon. Of course he needs to produce to morph all those tech buildings once again, trying to morph his drones into something nice. And of course, as a drone, you always want it to be morphed into something nice. You don't want to be morphed into a spine crawler, for example, but an Ultralisk Cavern, that's the way to go. And Mondragon just now attacking with his Broodlords, and ToD has a small problem on his hand. Right now he knows what he's facing. He didn't know about the Broodlords earlier. He saw, of course, the Greater Spire, so he could assume that his enemy was going for some Broodlords as well, but he didn't know that there were already 10 Broodlords out on the field. So ToD retreating for now. He knows that he has to go for some upgrades, maybe just take his advantage and play it safe, adding another expansion at the rich mineral fields. And he already knows about another base of his opponent and is now attacking the hatchery of Mondragon, killing off those roaches first. He has a huge army of Stalkers. I mean, there's 60 Stalkers right there for the Protoss player, and they're already attacked with 3 attack upgrades and 1 armor upgrade, taking out that hatchery. And we have Mondragon with 137 supply. Once again, he's relying on his macro style right now. He's relying on the minerals that he still has, on his superior economy, but his economy was being dealt to some huge blows, so he's in a little bit of trouble right now, but might still be able to recover from this attack of his opponent. We have the Broodlords on the move, which is not the smartest thing to do, in my opinion, as the Broodlords themselves are fairly slow, and there's no support for the Broodlords whatsoever, so taking out those Stalkers might be a mistake, as the rest of the army of ToD might join them really soon. There are some some Roaches. Right now the Broodlords getting off some Broodlings and just chasing away all those Stalkers. And in the meantime, we have another attack for the Zerg player. Just trying to attack ToD, trying to counter-attack and to make sure that ToD doesn't focus on killing off his bases one by one. Like that, ToD has to retreat, has to defend against those Roaches. And here are the Stalkers. Here are a small amount of Stalkers trying to deal with them, whereas the main army is just heading towards another expansion of Mondragon and taking out once again a hedge of the Zerg player as well as the Roach Warren, which is a huge blow against the attack of the Zerg player from Germany. But of course, more units from Mondragon are on the move. They are just trying to get rid of the third base, of the fourth base of his opponent. So really nice what Mondragon is doing. He's not playing passive. He's taking the initiative once again, tries to keep ToD busy, and is always dropping the main base of his opponent, using Roach Burrow to a maximum and just trying to annihilate all those Stalkers. But he already lost a lot of units. He's on 143 supply right now. ToD warping in some more cannons and being on 190 supply himself. He's in a fairly good position in this game. Has a huge advantage towards the Protoss player from Germany. And as we can see, there are already 52 workers killed, so ToD killed 240 units. And Mondragon was only able to take 80 units out, which is not the most important fact to note, as of course the Protoss units are a lot more expensive than the Zerg units. We have another observer being ready to uncloak all those Roaches, and Mondragon being able to kill off 1 or 2 Stalkers before finally having to retreat. Here the Broodlords once again retreating. They try to defend this expansion, try to defend the base where also the Hydralist then was present, and at his new main base with the 3 hatcheries, Mondragon is just building more and more tech buildings. He already built an infestation pit as well as a Roach Warren, and we have of course a Spire in production as well in order to get some Corruptor out on the field once again. We have the lair for Mondragon, and right now he still has quite a decent economy going. He has a lot of drones, some mineral patches left. He's on around 2,000 income per minute right now, but the Protoss player of course is on the move once again, and ToD in a perfect position against his opponent. But the unit mix of Mondragon is quite nice. He has a lot of Broodlords. He already has some Infestors in production, 4 Infestors so far. He's tacking to his hive, so he hasn't lost the game just yet. He's on 170 supply against 200. ToD still with a huge advantage. He has Blink ready with his Stalkers. He has 2 armor upgrades, 3 attack upgrades already, and is not relying too much on Colossi. But with some nice Fungals and the Broodlords, he will be in a lot of trouble if Mondragon plays it right. And here comes the money Fungal. Very well done. Nice Fungal. All those Broodlords get some shots off, as well as the Spine Cross there in position as well. And here come more Fungals for the Zerg player. And Protoss player from France has to be careful. He has to be careful. This isn't over just yet. 2,000 minerals for the Zerg and 3,700 gas. I mean, this is simply amazing. We have 30,000 resources lost for the Zerg player and 17,000 for the Protoss player. And once again, some Roaches are trying to annoy ToD, just harass the Protoss player. And of course, there is only 1 expansion with minerals left for ToD right now. He is mining from his gold expansion. I give him that. But we have, well, nothing else for him going right now. He doesn't have any probes at his nexus, and those Roaches, even though they are detected uncloaked right now and being killed, they did a good amount of damage against the economy. It just annoyed ToD and prevented him from just sneaking some probes over to his base and harvest right there. So Mondragon just making sure that ToD doesn't get too cocky in this game, but the Protoss player from France is playing superb right now. He's already adding his 3rd armor upgrade and going for Templar Archive as well. The Zerg player, on the other hand, is just adding more Roaches. He's going for a Greater Spire once again, adding Corruptor, and will be able to move them into Broodlords soon enough. But ToD He added so many cannons. I mean, have a look at that. That's easily 17 cannons right there. And now Mondragon moving in, trying to take out those buildings. But oh my god, what a blink! Annihilating those roaches. Brilliantly played by ToD. But at the same time, here comes Mondragon, and those Broodlords are out of position. He should be careful about what he's doing right now. He's trying to take out the Nexus, but here comes the blink from the Stalkers, and they're just killing off one Broodlord after another. ToD has to be careful that he takes out as many as possible, and Mondragon with a slight problem on his hand. He's losing his third Broodlord right there, and might lose a fourth as well. He can be quite... Well, he's been lucky that ToD wasn't able to take out more Broodlords. He should probably have focused more on the Broodlords and not killed the Overlord as well. So, well, Mondragon lost quite a lot right there, and he wasn't able to take out that Nexus. There's still 60 health left for the Nexus, so very good job by ToD